Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. So in today's video, we're going to be doing another full face of drugstore, and I have some new products from the drugstore. I cannot wait to show you guys. I cannot wait to use myself because I haven't used some of these products. So it's going to kind of be like a first impression type of video, which I kind of hate doing those because I like to let you guys know my final thoughts like in a review, like a full wear test, all of that. But I am filming pretty late, so I can't do a full wear test for today's video. So yeah, I'm super excited. You guys already know I love drugstore makeup, so I cannot wait to dip into these new products and share them with you guys. But yeah, I don't want to spend too much time on this intro, so if you guys are interested in seeing how I created this whole look using drugstore makeup as well as some affordable makeup, then let's go ahead and... Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start out with moisturizing the face. I'm gonna take the Olay Total Effects Anti-Aging Moisturizer. This has SPF in it, and I'm gonna take a little bit of this because this, you don't need a lot, so that's all you need. So I just put it on my cheeks, T-zone, and that is it. Now that that is rubbed in, we're gonna go ahead and try out this new primer that I got, and it isn't from the drugstore, okay, but it is from Ulta. I mean, it was only $6, so you can't beat it. This is the Ulta Beauty Hydrating Face Primer. They have a hydrating one, matte one. They have a lot of different primers, so I wanted to try this out and see how, how it is. So I haven't even broke the seal on it yet. Let's see how this is gonna... All right, so there it is. It's pretty liquidy. Doesn't really have a smell. I love how it feels. It feels really, really good. It's moisturizing, so y'all know I am all about a primer that's moisturizing, so this feels really good. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows. I'm gonna take my Covergirl brow pencil. Y'all already know I was gonna use this. This is the shade Soft Brown, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this off camera since it takes me forever to do my brows. But if you guys want to see like an updated brow, like an updated brow routine, let me know. I already have one on my channel, but I don't do my brows like I did in the past. Like, they're not as thick as they were. So I kind of like to make them a little bit more thin now because I feel like they look more natural when they're not as thick. So I do the same steps. It's just that I don't make them as thick as I did in the past. But if you want to see that brow tutorial, I will have it linked down below. But if you guys want to see like an updated one, let me know. But I'm going to go ahead and do my brows real quick and I'll be right back. All right, so my brows are done. Let's go ahead and do some foundation. I'm not going to use any new, I'm not going to use any foundations that I haven't used before, but these, one of them is new. This is the new, the Loreal Infallible Fresh Wear Foundation, which I've already done a review on this, but I wanted to use it again in today's video. And I'm also going to be using the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop. I'm actually going to put this on my T-zone area. I was watching Katie do a tutorial. I think it was yesterday. I was watching her video, and she mixed her foundations, and I like how, that idea. So put a matte foundation in the middle, wherever you have oiliness. So she usually has oils around her T-zone, so she does a matte foundation right there, and then the rest of her face she'll do kind of like a dewy foundation. I do that with primers, but I didn't think to do that with the foundation, so I like that idea. So I'm going to do that in today's video. So I'm going to put on the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop. This is in the shade Warm Mahogany, and I'm just going to put a little bit in this area. So just kind of dot some my T-zone. She put it on last, but I didn't even think to put it on last, so I'm just going to put on the L'Oreal around the rest of my face. I'm going to blend out L'Oreal first. I really like this foundation. If you guys haven't seen that review, I will have it linked down below. And then blend out the NYX. I feel like the NYX foundation is, I don't know, it's too dry for my liking. It is a pretty matte foundation, and I don't really care for like a super duper matte foundation, and this one I feel like it is. And I also did a review on this foundation as well, so if you want to see that, you guys can definitely watch that. But let's go ahead and blend everything together. Okay, you guys, so we have a new concealer, and I have quite a few of you messaging me when I was gonna do my review on this concealer because I did share it in my concealer declutter video. So this is the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer, and we just use the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear Foundation. That I actually picked this up off of Amazon. I never order anything off Amazon. I know a lot of people prefer to shop on Amazon, but I personally don't. But when I saw that this was available on Amazon, I wanted to go ahead and get it because my stores are always the last to get new products, and I just really wanted to try it out for you guys. So I picked up the shade 415 Honey, and I also grabbed another shade which was super duper light. On the on the computer screen it didn't really look that light, but when I got it in person it was way too light. I'll go ahead and grab it. This is it right here. So this is in the shade 405 Toffee. I feel like this is like 2 shades lighter than what I would use in a concealer shade. So yeah, again, 405 Toffee. For, if you guys were wanting to see how it looks, this is it right here. Way too light. But we're gonna test out Honey, and the number is 415. I don't know if they list the number or the shade name, but it's Honey and the number is 415. So let's go ahead and put this on. Now this, the actual packaging looks just like the Tarte Shape Tape. So this is Tarte, and then we have the one by L'Oreal, so looks very, very similar. The doe foot applicators are the exact same. Let me show them to you. There they are right there. And I use the shade Deep in the Tarte Shape Tape, if you guys wanted to, know that little piece of information. But let's go ahead and try this one by L'Oreal. Really interested to see how it's gonna look. This is supposed to be a full coverage concealer, and I can already tell that it is going on like a full coverage concealer would. I like the color. It's not too light, it's not too dark, so this is actually a perfect concealer shade for me. It's actually really perfect. This might be promising, you guys. I like. Definitely the perfect color to use to just kind of brighten up the under eyes just a little bit, like not too much, but this, that is perfect. I didn't know if it was gonna dry down too fast, so I didn't, apply the concealer on the other parts of my face, so it doesn't dry down to like a matte finish. I mean, the color matches perfect. Perfect. Okay, girl, I'm liking this. My face looks really fresh, kind of dewy, but I like it. I like the finish of the concealer. Obviously I like the foundation because y'all already know that. But let's go ahead and set everything. I have a new setting powder, and it is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop setting powder. I did not know anything about this. Okay, no, nothing about this. I was in Ulta taking some stuff back, and I saw this on the shelf. I was like, so of course I snatched one up. I have the banana one. They have light, medium, deep, dark. Now they don't have a translucent powder, which I really wish they did, but they do have banana, and they have a few light shades and then some deeper shades. I didn't get the deeper shades because I'm not really a fan of deeper setting powders that are loose. I prefer to have a pressed setting powder that that's my foundation shade over a loose deep powder. So yeah, I grabbed banana. So let's see how this is going to work. I like the inside, how it kind of has that dip, so it shouldn't get too too messy, but setting powders can get messy anyway. Let me take the tape off. So it kind of has that in the middle of the top right here, so when you close the powder and shake it up, it's not gonna go everywhere. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I want to say it's gonna stay put. Oh yeah, see? Okay, I'm just worried that this is gonna be a little too yellow, but okay, it's not that bad. Yeah, it's not that bad. I thought it was gonna be too yellow for me, but some yellow setting powders are too yellow for my liking, like some of the banana ones. Ooh, okay. All right, I definitely put too much right there. You see how it just patched up right there? I did go over it again with some more powder, and it looks like it's just sticking, like it's not moving or anything. Well, there it goes. Okay, it kind of blended in, so. Okay, one thing I'm noticing is it patches up like right here. Do you see that? There's like a little patch and it won't blend out. The more I go over it, it's still right there. So it does kind of patch up in spots. I'm not liking that, but I don't know. I'm scared to go over it again because it may be even more patchy. Let me just go over the eye and see. All right, so I'm not really wowed by the powder. Not really. Now that it's kind of already on the face and, you know, attached to my concealer, I don't care for how it patches up. So it did patch up right there. It patched up right there. I'm actually gonna lightly go over my entire face with the Rimmel London Stay Matte Pressed Powder. I'm gonna take my La Mer powder brush and just kind of lightly tap it on the face because I feel like my face is a little bit too, what's the word? I don't usually do that. Now I don't usually do that with this. I don't usually put this all over the face, but I wanted to do that this time because I'm about to use a new pressed foundation powder, which is the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Pressed Powder. And I felt like my face was still, like the foundation was still kind of like, it looked too dewy for me to apply this on the face. I didn't want it to really stick. So I wanted this to, you know, brush on my face instead of just sticking to the foundation. So now that everything is set, it's gonna be easier for me to apply other powders on my face. Now I did pick this up from Amazon as well. This is in the shade 355. This is the shade that I use in the Maybelline foundations anyway. So I grabbed this shade thinking that this was gonna be the perfect match for me. So I got this in the mail and it was like, it was everywhere. So I was able to kind of pack it back in, which I'm never gonna order anything off of Amazon again if it's makeup related because like I just don't trust it. So let's try this out and see how this is going to look on my face. I know I have a lot going on the face, but I just want to see how this is going to look on the skin. This just kind of brought the warmth back into my face, but not too much because it's actually like the perfect shade for like an all over powder. So on those days when I don't want to wear maybe like a liquid foundation, just spot conceal the face and then go over it with a powder, I would be using this. So I do like the color of this. It's not too dark. It's just the perfect shade for like an all over face powder. And now that I think about it, I'm actually glad I didn't go in with a second layer using the liquid foundations because I actually put on quite a bit of powder on my face, but I do like how the face is looking. It looks very smooth, very even, and it just looks good. Like this, I like it. I'm gonna go back into my brows right here and just blend them out because we're done with applying products all over the face. This just kind of blends out the inner corner because they kind of look a little choppy right there. So I just like to blend them in so it can look more faded right in that area. All right, bronzer. So I finally got my hands on this Milani powder. This is the one that Jackie Aina uses, and this is in the shade Earth Glow. And this is also one that I purchased off of Amazon. I actually purchased, well, this is the second one they sent me because the first one they sent was not the right shade that I chose. So yeah, I reached out to the seller and I told her I didn't receive the shade that I ordered. So they immediately sent me the right shade and it literally took like 2 days. So I was very impressed with that. But yeah, this is Earth Glow. I honestly haven't seen this in the store. I don't know if this is discontinued, but I got it off Amazon because I couldn't find it anywhere else and I know she loves this. So let's use it. And this kind of has a perfume scent. I don't know. So if you're watching this, Jackie, does yours smell? Because I'm kind of scared. I'm gonna use my little tapered highlighting brush. Ooh. Oh, yes. Now I see the hype. Get the sides of my nose. I like to use bronzer on the side of my nose too, because I just like to do that. I like to take my larger bronzer brush. This is by Tom Ford. And I always like to use this for my forehead because I do have quite a large forehead. But this bronzer is beautiful. So before we go into the blush, the highlighter, and the lips, I'm gonna go ahead and do the eyes. And I'm gonna take my Jaclyn Hill by Morphe palettes because I haven't even dipped into these yet. These are the ones from the Vault, and I have been holding on to these. I don't even know why I haven't used them, but we're gonna use them in today's video. So I have, which ones do I have? This one is, does it have the names on here? Dark Magic. I don't even know what look I want to do, but this is Dark Magic. And I also grabbed Armed and Gorgeous. And this one is more of a warm tone. I kind of want to go for a all matte green eye, like a matte forest green. Yeah, let's do that. So I'm gonna start out with my crease first. So I'm gonna go into Smooth Criminal, this shade right here, out of the Armed and Gorgeous palette. And let's just place this in the crease. I just grabbed a random brush that was clean. I think I got this out of an Ipsy bag. This is by Farah. I don't know. Just place this in the crease. I'm gonna turn my fan on because I'm getting hot. So hold on 1 second, hold on. So if you guys ever see my clothes in the background moving, it's because I have my fan on, my ceiling fan. I actually had one person comment and say if I had a ghost in my room because my clothes are moving behind me. And I was like, no, it's just my ceiling fan. All right, I'm gonna stick with the same brush and go into this darker brown right here just to kind of deepen up the crease. There was a lot of controversy with these palettes, and to be honest with you, I don't really see anything wrong with it so far, now that I'm using the, you know, now that I'm actually using them. But even though I only dip into 2 shades so far, but so far I don't see anything wrong. I mean, the shades go on, they're blending out. Oh no. All right, now I'm gonna go into the Dark Magic and pick up the shade Potion, this one right here, and put this all over the lid. I think I'm gonna put on a little bit of concealer just so this can act as a, I guess a primer. So that way the green can show up a little bit more. I'm just gonna tap it with my finger. And I'm using my Fenty Beauty brush to apply the green. I'm just gonna take a generous amount because I don't know how this is going to be. Ooh, okay. Just tap it all over. Ooh. Just tap it all over the lid. Kind of blend it into the crease. Okay, I'm gonna go back into the Armed and Gorgeous palette and pick up that first. That very first shade that we used, this one right here. And use that first brush that we used and lightly dip it into there. Actually, I'm gonna dip it into both of these shades right here just because I just want to. So just tap, 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 tap. And then I'm gonna lightly brush this above that green in the crease area just to kind of lightly take it up towards the brow bone because we kind of lost that color once we started applying the green. Now I'm gonna go back into the Dark Magic palette and pick up more of that green because I just wanna make sure that we have all of that on the lid, like that pigment is there, which it is, but I just still wanna go over it. Okay, so that is all that I'm going to do right now for the top part of the eyes. Now I'm going to go in with a little bit of eyeliner for the bottom lash line, put on some mascara, put my lashes on, and I'll be right back. All right, so we finally finished the eyes. Well, not finished because I am going to go in with the inner corner highlight, but for the lashes, I use my Ardell Remy lashes. These are their new ones, and I have been obsessed with these. So I actually went to CVS before filming this video and purchased these because of the ones that I did have, I lost one of them. So I grabbed some more. I actually grabbed the rest of them off the shelf because I'm crazy and I actually love these lashes. So but yeah, these are the Remy lashes and they are brand new by Ardell. And also for the bottom lash line, I went ahead and just kind of buffed, will just kind of blend in the shade Inside Job, which is this really dark forest green, and I just kind of buffed it in on the bottom lash line once I applied my eyeliner, which is an eyeliner by Essence. Y'all know I love Essence, so this is their black liner in the shade Black Fever. It twists up so you don't have to sharpen these. So yeah, let's go ahead and apply some inner corner highlight. I want to take the shade Coin, this one right here, which is a really pretty gold. Can you guys see that? This one right here. And oh yeah, this is definitely gonna go in the inner corner. So let me grab a brush right there. Yes, I should have did this before I put my lashes on, but I always forget. I'm gonna kind of drag some down towards the bottom lash line as well. So for my blush, I'm gonna use the Milani Baked Blush. This is in the shade Rose d'Oro. It's not Red Vino. You guys know I am hooked on that shade, but I wanna use a different shade in today's video. This is more of a peachy gold color. So just swirl my brush around in here and put it on the face. And then for the highlighter, I'm taking my NYX highlighting duo. This is in the shade Grind. So I'm just gonna mix both of these together because I just like mixing them both together and just apply this. And last but not least, let's go ahead and do the lips. I'm gonna take a lip liner by Mented. Now this isn't drugstore, it's just that I don't have the one that I always use in front of me. It's in my purse, but I always use the one by ColourPop. That is in the shade K, and that one is discontinued. But this is the same color as it is, just a dark chocolate brown. So I'm just gonna line my lips really quick. Oh, and by the way, this is in the shade Mented Dope. You know, if you wanted to know what color that was, but it's Mented Dope. Another shade that I like to use from the drugstore, another lip liner from the drugstore, is by LA Girl, and that is in the shade Espresso. And that one is very similar to the ColourPop K liner, so that one's also in my purse, and I don't feel like getting up. But it's a nice brown lip liner. Oh, by the way, this is a lipstick by Revlon. My favorite one, this is in the shade Dare to Be Nude, and I just wanted to go for a nude lip for today's video since we are pretty bold on the eyes. It's just a nice nude lip. All right, you guys, so this is the final look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I had a lot of fun creating this look and just using some of these new products. So let's talk about some of the new products that we used in today's video, starting out with the NYX powder. So again, this is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop, and they have other shades. It's just that I picked up the shade Banana because you really can't go wrong with the banana powder, but I feel like sometimes they can be a little too yellow for my liking. But I didn't like how this had a little patches on my face. You guys saw that when I was applying it on the face. You guys saw that in the clips. So I did have a patch right here, also a patch right here. So it just kind of stuck to my concealer. It may be different if I used a brush instead of a sponge, but I usually use a sponge when I blend out my powders, but it may apply differently with the brush. I may go ahead and try that out for another video, but so far I am liking it. I'm not loving it, but the color was okay. I just wish that they had a translucent color, but yeah, that's my my thoughts on that so far. But again, I will continue to use this. I may go ahead and throw this into my everyday makeup stash for the month of January, so stay tuned for, you know, more follow-ups on this product. And then we had the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear Concealer, well, Full Wear Concealer. I think I said Fresh Wear in the earlier in the video, but it's called Infallible Full Wear Concealer. And again, I'm in the shade Honey 415. I am liking this so far. I can't really, you know, give you guys my final thoughts on it, like I said, because I have not worn this face all day and it's pretty late, so I can't really wear it all night. But I do like this. I really like how it applied on the skin. I like how it is a full coverage concealer. It's not matte, but it's not too dewy. It's just a kind of good, you know, that good medium. So this is a nice full coverage concealer. And also what I did notice about it, it's not as drying as the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. Even though the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer is not a drying concealer, but I feel like this is a little bit more dewy than the Tarte Shape Tape, but you still get that full coverage. So far I am liking the concealer. And then we have the Ulta Beauty Primer. This is the hydrating primer. I do like this. This is super duper hydrating. You guys saw how hydrated my face was. It was pretty dewy before I apply my foundation. So this is a really good hydrating primer. So I would personally use this under mattifying foundations like the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation, because that one is pretty matte. And I would probably use it under, what's another matte foundation, like the CoverGirl Matte Made foundation, but that one is not as matte as the NYX foundation. So this will be a good one to use under pretty much any mattifying foundations if you're not into, or if you're wanting that, you know, that extra hydration under those matte foundation. So I do like this so far. I am going to continue to use it. This is actually going to go into my everyday makeup stash for the month of January since we just purchased it. So yeah, I will continue to use the primer. And then of course the Milani Pressed Powder in the shade Earth Glow. Y'all already saw my first impression on this earlier in the video. I love the shade. I love how it just does a great job with just warming up the face. I believe this is a foundation powder, but obviously it works good as a bronzer, and that is what Jackie uses it for. So I'm glad that she put me on this, because honestly I didn't know anything about this. I've never seen these in the store. Well, I've seen the Milani powders, but not this one. So again, this is in the shade Earth Glow. So if you're looking for a good affordable drugstore bronzer, this is definitely one of them. It's just that you may have to find these online, because I have not seen these in the store. If you've seen this in the store, let me know. And then the last products that I used in today's video that I've never tried out was the Jaclyn Hill by Morphe palettes. Now I had these for a while, I just haven't used them, but I do like how the shades blended. I really didn't have any trouble with any of the shades that I used. So far I don't have a problem with the shadows. I know, like I said earlier, there was a lot of controversy with these palettes, but I mean, they worked well with me, so I am pretty impressed with these. So yeah, I think that is all that I have for this video. If I used anything in today's video that you guys have already tried out, or anything that you like or dislike, let me know. You guys know I love to chit chat with you guys, so let's go ahead and chit chat down below in the comments. And I think that is all that I have. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you thumbs it up. Make sure you are subscribed if you're not subscribed already, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.